My dream career is to be a paralegal in the area of immigration. President Obama said just last month, "We are always and will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once too." I know several people and have met several people that are very interested in keeping their legal status here in America. And some of them even want to gain citizenship so they too can achieve the American dream. There are two fields or two cases that I'd like to focus on my dream career. And the first one being citizenship. There are two ways to gain citizenship here in the United States. And one is, of course, to be born here. But other than that, you can get citizenship through derived or acquired citizenship. And the way that works is it's your American parents had you in another country. But because they're American, they can apply and get you citizenship. The second is to apply for naturalization. There are eligibility requirements for that. That's the most common, and that is where people have come in from other countries, been here a while, and they want to gain their citizenship. There are, like I said, requirements to do that. A paralegal would collect the data, fill out the forms for them, or help them fill out the forms. The way it's done today is it's all done online. So you have to make sure that those forms are filled out properly and submitted to the correct agencies. And that's where a paralegal would come in, and they would do all that information for them. Once all the paperwork and fees have been received and processed, then they would receive notification that they can take their naturalization test. And the office, probably attorney's office, or you can get this online too, there's study guides for this type of test. And a paralegal would assist in that too. We'd be there for any questions that they have or just for review. There's also online interactive where they can actually take the test as a practice, of course. And all of this is done through the Citizen and Immigration Services Agency. And that is an agency of the Department of Homeland Security. The other is deportation cases. Now this is done through the Department of Justice. They have the power to remove people from the United States. They have empowered a group called the Executive Office for Immigration Review. And what this office does is they review proceedings, appellate reviews, and administrative hearings. They have 59 immigration courts nationwide. Most of these hearings are open to the public. Now, the prosecutor for removal would be ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. And they, too, are an agency of the Department of Homeland Security. And a paralegal in these cases would file all the filings for a person not to be removed. Our goal is to try to get them legal status here so that they can stay. The other thing that I would work on a daily basis regularly are the codes and regulations. There's several areas that we would look, but the ones online would be State Bar of Texas for the paralegal division. That would be for paralegals. And for our attorneys, it would be the State Bar of Texas. And these are where our regulations and codes, ethical codes, and procedural information will be. And it would be my job to make sure that those are updated on a regular basis. The other thing that I find real interesting is the web-based programs. In one of my classes for law office management, we actually got to touch base on a couple of these programs. There's many out there. It would be up to the attorney and the office manager or office manager to decide what web-based program you would use. And generally, an office would use only one. But these programs are very sophisticated. They're case management systems. They keep clients' information confidential. They also have a feature that will flag conflicting information. So you can actually put a password on those cases to keep certain other attorneys or staff members out that are dealing with conflicting cases. It also has a time recording feature. So anytime that you access that case, it can record the time that that case is worked on. And that is really convenient for your office manager or your supervising attorney, because all they got to do is click on a report, and that report shows them how much time was spent by each member on each case. And they'll be able to handle billing that way. This path is a challenging but rewarding career, and I am excited and looking forward to my future.